Hello, Simplicity lovers. Jen Pike here, the founder of the Simplicity Project and the host of Simplicity TV. I'm your holistic lifestyle expert when it comes to every little bit of your life. Where you are right now, where you want to move forward, and how you get to those in-between places to help to build more simplicity in your life and in those that you love in their life. Today, this is part 3 of my 4-part do-it-yourself holiday gift inspiration series. We've already done a really aromatic room spritzer for the holidays. We've done an incredible elixir that we put together for the people you care about most. And now we're going to put together an awesome soup recipe. So this entire soup recipe is done in a dry state. So dried lentils, dried legumes, dried beans, dried spices and herbs, dried bay leaf, dried pasta. We're gonna put it all into a mason jar, and then you'll have the recipe link below in order to create for yourself and also to provide for your friends. But how this is gonna work is you get to just tell them, you just have to chuck this entire jar into your crock pot or your slow cooker, add your organic bone broth or vegetable broth or chicken broth, whatever broth base that you choose. And then as I'm layering this, I'll give you some other hits of inspiration, because you can add in, fresh onion and garlic and peppers and bok choy and greens and chard, whatever else, mushrooms that you would love to have in your soup. But we gotta start with the base. So watch and learn as we build this. It's beautiful, it's easy, and it's inexpensive. And here's the best part, you don't have to go to the mall for any of these gifts. None of them, you don't have to go to the mall. All right, so here we go. What you need to start is a 1-liter mason jar. Now, I would highly recommend using a wide mouth mason jar for this, not the smaller one, for a couple of reasons. Number 1, getting your ingredients in. Number 2, easily pouring them out. So I'm gonna take the funnel out for the beans because they're gonna be too large to get down the actual funnel itself. So we'll put that offside. So we're gonna start with black beans, okay? So it's just a little bit less than a cup of each bean that we're adding in here. Okay, so here's layer number 1. Then, and you can pick and choose the color combination. Now, my whole focus right now is that I've got this gorgeous smoked paprika that's here that I want to be able to sit somewhere where it's gonna pop in vibrancy. So I think the next layer that I'm gonna do is my green mung beans, and they might spill, and that's okay. See how they're spilling everywhere? Pop them in, pop them in, pop them in, pop them in. And there we go. And let's grab those couple of stray guys that shot off. Okay, so see, we go there. Now, your black beans, we have the same quantity, but because your mung beans are tinier, they're gonna look like they're taking up much more room in the jar. All right, let's go with our black-eyed peas on top here. Now let's try with the funnel, actually, with this guy, because these are smaller. And let's see. There we go. That's easier. And then now that we have just a little bit left in the bowl, we can add those bad guys in there. See how pretty it's already starting to look? Amazing. For me, everything has to have beauty. This is where I feel like I can add in my layer of paprika and that it's not going to get lost. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this guy in here. And he's just actually sifting all the way down into the beans. So that's my first spice that I'm adding in, is the paprika. I use a sweeter paprika. I use a naturally smoked one. You are gonna pay much more money for it, but I'm telling you, the difference in the quality of the taste and the health benefits are huge. I always do double the paprika that a recipe calls for because I just love it. Now I'm gonna add in my red lentils, which I know look orange, but they are actually red lentils. We're gonna pour those guys in here. Again, look at how beautiful. And now we're gonna add in our kidney beans. So these guys are way too big to go into the funnel. So I'm just gonna help to guide them in bit by bit here. Move them around. Now in here I have got some garlic powder, onion powder, and some cumin. This I'm gonna put into the funnel, right, to help to steer it on in. Okay, and then I'm just gonna move it around with my hands. And then I'm gonna take my bay leaves and I'm gonna layer my bay leaves on top, and I'm gonna pop my lid on. I'm not gonna shake this. I want my whomever it is that I'm giving this to as a gift, I want them to see all these gorgeous layers. Now, how beautiful does that look? Even if you got this as a gift, I mean, I have, if you look around my kitchen, like I have colored food that's in jars just because they're so simplistic and they're so beautiful, and it just reminds me that life is in our food and that we should see that daily. So along with this, you could either give the gift of the carton or the glass mason jar with the broth that maybe you've prepared or purchased. The other thing that you can do is you can also get a really great artisan bag of pasta. So this is gluten-free kale and green pea pasta. There's 21 grams of protein in a serving of this. And you could add this into your gift for your family or your friend member, and then just take one of your little gift tags. You've got your twine here. You could wrap it up, put the recipe on the back, or like I had said last week when we were talking about the elixir, you could write it out in your Christmas card on the left-hand side. How many of you would love to have a Simplicity, beautiful holiday gift just like this? Your 5-bean, spiced, wonderful, heartwarming, earth-grounding soup for the fall and the winter months. Have a great day, everyone.